The most dangerous enemy is not the one outside your walls. It is the one who knows where the keys are kept. This is the story of a friendship that destroyed a kingdom. In a fortified African city surrounded by tall walls and guarded gates, two boys grew up together. Their names were Danjuma and Sefu. They were inseparable. They trained together. They fought side by side. They swore loyalty to one another under the same moon. When they became men, they joined the royal guard together. And when war threatened the city, they stood at the gates, together. But loyalty is easy in peace. It is tested in hunger, in fear, and in silence. The cracks begin. The kingdom had been at war for months. Food became scarce. Salaries were delayed. Families struggled. Danjuma remained loyal to the throne. Sefu remained silent. At first, no one noticed the change in Sefu, but silence is often louder than complaint. One night, while they stood guard, Sefu asked, "Tell me, Danjuma, if the king cannot feed his people, does he still deserve protection?" Danjuma answered without hesitation, "We swore an oath." Sefu said nothing. Weeks later, enemy messengers found Sefu in secret. They promised him wealth, protection for his family, a position of power when the city fell. All he had to do was simple: leave the gate unbarred, just once, just long enough. He wrestled with the decision. He told himself the king had failed. The war was already lost. He was protecting his family. Betrayal rarely calls itself betrayal. It calls itself survival. The moon was thin that night. The city was quiet. Danjuma trusted his friend enough to rest his eyes for a moment. Sefu stood alone at the gate. His hand hovered over the iron bar. His heart pounded. And then he lifted it. The gate opened just enough. Shadows slipped in. There were no battle cries, no warning drums, only quiet footsteps. By dawn, the city had fallen from the inside. Danjuma survived the chaos. He found Sefu at sunrise, standing among enemy soldiers. Their eyes met. There was no anger in Danjuma's face, only disbelief. "You?" he asked quietly. Sefu could not answer. The enemy had promised him protection, but traitors are rarely trusted. Within weeks, the new rulers stripped him of power. They saw what he had done to his own people, and they feared he would do it again. Sefu died not as a hero, not as a villain, but as a man who chose fear over loyalty. African wisdom teaches this. A wall does not fall because it is weak. It falls because someone inside unlocks it. If you enjoy the story and want more stories like this, subscribe to the channel at Africa Folktales, Movies and Storytelling.